Okay, let's talk about supplements. Supplements do not do what they say they do. If you just think about have some logic, all right, take natural bodybuilding, the ones that are really tested, real natural bodybuilders. They look like tennis players. I'm sure they use supplements because they're counting on that. Extra protein, blah, blah, blah. All that extra creatine, blah, blah, have a plain steak. Bullcrap. Bullcrap. You ask any bodybuilder if it's getting smarts to them, would they choose supplements over plain food? They say plain food over met. You think as bodybuilders that sit there and go, this is what I'm taking before a workout? No, you think they really use that? No, they don't. They sell it out to somebody else. Um, but they got to make a living. Understandable. They do. And Muscle Tech was the biggest company back in the day. Lee Priest has some real good stories on that in the podcast, Dennis Newman's podcast. What does he call his podcast? The Menace podcast, I think that's the name of it. It's got Chris Camille, Milos, Dennis, and Lee Priest. And Lee Priest tells about supplement companies, how they're just bullcrap, how all of them were saying that. They were selling the stuff off that they would give them for free. They'd sell them, or Milos had a whole shop in his gym, supplement shop he had, because he's getting the stuff free because Dennis lived in Thailand at the time, and it's illegal there to have supplements in Thailand because they know they don't work. It's harm to the body. Thailand knows this, and they send them there. Steroids are legal. Crazy. Wouldn't that be something? So anyway, the point is they don't work. So waste your money. Real food works. Bottom line, it's grown for a reason, harvested for a reason, because that's what people eat, and it works. Don't get scammed by the stupid supplement companies because they get good ads. The biggest one is Animal. Man, they're good at it. I remember back in the day when I was a younger guy, I think I was just first starting out, and I had Mark McGrath. It was all black and white, and he was sitting with his head down the end of the bench. You could see his muscles. Oh, biggest crock vitamin pack. You got your vitamins of a good salad, rice, sweet potatoes along there, and you can get your pasta, and you can get your good proteins out of chicken, fish, lean beef like flank steak, stuff like that. There's your creatine right there, and loads of iron, which bodybuilders need. It's PEDs. Milos introduced insulin back in the 90s. I can't remember if it was early 90s, but I believe it was. He introduced it in the early 90s, the protocol on it, and they added that with growth, and guys were just, and just the insulin itself. And he had it down pat. He knew the way it worked. I think he discussed it with his family member to get it down how it worked, by the carbohydrate was, and come find out it was the strongest antibiotic known to man. Lee Haney, his last Olympia, he had to take on Dorian Yates the year before that. Dorian was getting big. He was scared of him. All right, I believe that Lee Haney competed like around 235, somewhere there, or up in the high 230s. When he went into the last Olympia, he was a 250 something. You could see the difference. A man with that V shape, the X shape, if you want to call it, like Tony Freeman, it was just, his legs were even bigger. So, yes, supplements do not work. Or, no, they don't. Don't waste your money on it. It's a joke. Don't do it. All right, I'm out here. I just wanted to get that one down today. It was driving me crazy. Later.